it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's LjDubZero. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's LjDubZero now on 2nd. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field strengths has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That is a sight, a sack that Giant fans hoping to see more of this year.
Well, we know they put a big emphasis on it in the offseason, and it paid off in a big way early in this game, getting to the quarterback. The Giants know they have to get their pass rush pumped up.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Third and long. It's Newton. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Throwing on third and long. Newton. Found his target. It's Anderson. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on second down. Newton flinches with a catch over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, here's Lauletta. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta on the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Lauletta. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... A first down carry for Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And now running right through it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Being chased out left. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Get hurt. 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
Yeah, he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. He's going to launch this. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Stewart, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action, Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
On first down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hut!
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Newton on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60% at its 1st and 10. Lawletta on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To the air yet again, Lawletta. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Funchess. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on now. Gun. Come on. Hey. You got 3. Gun.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Funchess has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
LjDubZero looking to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Again, Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, LjDubZero. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on third down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken at the 46. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, LaLetta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Leopard!
On first down, it's LaLetta. And it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
LaLetta, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
LaLetta looking for a 1st down throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Now, check. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now here's LjDubZero. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st down, LjDubZero. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
No. Check. Patriots!
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap to LjDubZero. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set. We're set. 180.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Lawletta on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Lawletta. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's LjDubZero. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's LjDubZero. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, LjDubZero. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. LjDubZero looking to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
LjDubZero back to the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the left.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now Stewart, first down, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Stewart again. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
now, Barney, Barney.
Now they pitch it. It's Stewart. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next